Adding to the magazine capacity of your shotgun by using a magazine extension tube is easy to do. On the Remington 870s, 1187s, and some 1100 special fields, however, there is a crimp near the front of the tube that needs to be removed so your shells will slide past and allow a higher capacity. Before working on any firearm, always make sure it's unloaded and the chamber and magazine are clear. Under the magazine cap of your 1100 special field, 870, or 1187, you'll find this magazine spring retainer. Just like the name says, this plastic magazine spring retainer holds your magazine spring in place. But that's not all. The serrations on top lock into serrations on the bottom of the original factory magazine cap and keep it from unintentionally unscrewing. Inside the magazine tube are two raised crimps that capture the retainer. To remove your magazine spring retainer, place a large flathead screwdriver in the top of the retainer. Push it down past the crimps, turn it 90 degrees, and the retainer will come out along with the magazine spring. Be careful when you do this, however, because the spring or retainer can come out with some force. Now it's the raised crimp inside the magazine tube that will prevent you from getting shells to go past this point in the magazine tube. So you'll need to flatten those crimps to get the full benefit of your magazine extension. Now you may have heard that you could file these crimps out, and you can, but to get them flush with the magazine walls for reliable feeding, you'll need to remove so much metal that you'll put holes in your magazine tube, and then you run the risk of getting dirt inside your magazine. The Brownells magazine tube dent razor is a dual-purpose tool that can fix dents in your magazine tube and also remove these crimps. To remove the crimps, first remove your barrel and then clean out the magazine tube to remove any dirt that may cause the dent razor to stick. Make sure you don't lose the follower. Now screw in the handle and place some gun oil on the dent razor and inside the magazine tube. Rest the buttstock against something solid and push the dent razor into the magazine tube, then use a brass hammer to tap the dent razor further into the tube and push the crimps out. Before installing the new magazine tube, you may need to trim the new magazine spring to length. Most manufacturers ship only one length spring for all their different length tubes. Typically, a good place to start is to cut the spring so that it's 12 to 14 inches longer than the total combined length of the installed magazine tube. Now install the barrel, then the follower, if you removed it, the new magazine spring, and the extension. We recommend installing a magazine tube connector to help secure the magazine extension tube if one wasn't provided. This will prevent the tube from coming loose. Finally, function check your shotgun with dummy rounds to make sure the rounds aren't sticking in the magazine tube and you can load to full capacity. If you come up short on the number of rounds that will fit, then you may need to cut an inch or two off the magazine spring.